The 10th Amendment, in my opinion, is one of the most important things about our U.S. Constitution. Unfortunately, my parents' generation and the generation before them would never have considered going against the federal government. I think back then, I've been doing some studying back in the 20s and 30s and looking at how states reacted to federal mandates. And it was almost like there was a thought that you weren't patriotic if you ever stood up and told the federal government no. Unfortunately, we've moved forward so far from what the federal government had the role. See, back then, our parents' generation and their parents' generation, a lot of them said we would have starved if FDR hadn't came in and brought some social programs. We wouldn't have ate. We would have died on the vine. So they looked at the federal government as a great protector and a provider. And now I'm looking at the federal government as somebody who's trying to steal my freedoms. And so this whole idea really of exercising the 10th Amendment is just now starting to become in vogue, and because the generation before us never considered it. That being said, the generations from the 20s and 30s and 40s all the way up through today should have been thinking, wait a minute, the federal government doesn't have any money except what they take from us or borrow. They are taking our money and then putting a price tag on it and sending it back to us in the form of an unfunded mandate, and partial, they'll pay for some of it. Like with this Affordable Health Care Act, they want to send it to us and say we'll pay for it for 3 years, but then we're going to start cutting back. And who knows, 5-10 years, the state would be holding 133% of the people who are the poverty level on health care, and we would be left handling that ourselves. So for me, the 10th Amendment is so important because regardless of what we didn't do correctly yesteryear, we need to start doing it now.